So we got the new H4 Blixen this week as part of the massive mid-season 3 update to Vanguard and Warzone, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the unlock challenge Raven's putting us through to get the weapon. You'll want to stick around to the end because there is a way to complete the challenge and unlock the new SMG in about 15 minutes. Hey folks, Rodman here with a friendly hello and a big thanks for stopping by the channel. If you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe button now and drop me a line in the comments below. Alright, so the first question is whether the H4 Blixen is even worth unlocking. Well, I haven't finished the review just yet, that's something I'm working on right now, but having used it extensively within Call of Duty Vanguard's multiplayer, I'd say it's worth it if your aim is spot on. It's a slow-firing, hard-hitting SMG, meaning if you can't hit your shots, it's far from forgiving. The build I was using in Vanguard prioritized TTK and mobility, and I was pretty happy with it. I've had a bit of time to use it in Warzone as well, and to be honest, it kind of felt like everything else out there. Its mobility definitely seemed a bit slower than in Vanguard, but it felt like it hit hard and the recoil was more than manageable. My sense is it'll definitely be in the meta, so from that first initial gut feeling, I'd say it's worth unlocking. But stay tuned and you're going to want to subscribe to check out the H4 Blixen breakdown video coming out soon. So as far as what's necessary to unlock this new SMG, you're going to need to get 3 kills while sliding in 15 different matches. To be honest, this wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact you're required to complete each individual match. In Vanguard, this will take quite some time and it's only going to take longer within Warzone's Plunder, Clash, or Rebirth modes. I know I've mentioned in past videos, but I am no fan of these type of challenges, and from what I gather from the community, most people aren't either. What used to be a skill-based challenge that required players to up their game to compete is now just a requirement to play the game longer than you otherwise would. Exclusive Ace actually did a great video on this a few months ago that I'll link in the description below, talking about how these challenges are linked to gameplay time and internal developer metrics. In my opinion, I'm all for the developers focusing on game changes that improve their metrics, as that should reflect the overall popularity of the game. But when changes are made to basically hack those metrics by requiring playtime just to stay competitive within the weapon meta, I think it hurts the overall game at large. And for this weapon unlock in particular, the very nature of a slide kill basically requires a small map and close range engagements to successfully pull off. Vanguard provides that with the Shipment and Das House multiplayer maps, but I'm not entirely sure how practical that is within Warzone's Clash, Plunder, or Rebirth modes. These modes all take substantially more time than a standard multiplayer match within the premium Call of Duty title as well. Additional content, even in a free-to-play context, is supposed to entice player engagement naturally and organically, and by the way, not cause the entire player base to roll their eyes. Now, I fully understand that Warzone is a free-to-play game, and that means there are going to be perks to owning the premium mainline title like Vanguard. Warzone at its core was always meant to help market and sell the AAA game. I don't have an issue with that. But I think additional content, especially weapons, because let's face it, that's the primary piece of content that players interact with every game, should be equally or at least reasonably equally accessible by the entire player base. One of the Call of Duty's best shifts was the introduction of the Battle Pass system back in Modern Warfare 2019. This provided to the entire player base additional weapons at no charge, which enticed them to play more to progress through that season's Battle Pass, regardless of whether they purchased it or not. Activision should stick with this and move away from these ridiculous kind of challenges. I also get that they're going to need to hold a certain amount of content back at launch of a new season in order to have enough content for their mid-season refresh. One option to replace these kind of challenges is to make all new weapon introductions a free access item within the Battle Pass, like the Nikita AVT was this season, but place it later in the Battle Pass and redact it until the mid-season update. The gun would become accessible once the mid-season launched, and if you already hit that Battle Pass tier, you'd have it right away and could begin leveling it up. This would still provide weapon content for the mid-season update and encourage the player base to play through the Battle Pass right from the get-go. I don't think it'd take away anything from the mid-season update, in that folks would still have to level up that weapon, which is frankly far more enjoyable than going through the tedious challenges just to unlock it. I think it also provide more incentive to actually finish the Battle Pass and thus increase playtime across the casual player base. It's safe to assume, in my opinion, that if you placed a redacted weapon unlock at tier 80 or 90 of the Battle Pass, folks are going to be working a way to reach that before the weapon is released at the season midpoint. And best of all, folks can play their mode of choice to level up that Battle Pass, instead of being locked into these grind-style challenges. So what do you think of this idea? Would including all weapons within the Battle Pass structure be an improvement over gameplay style challenges? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're enjoying the video, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright, so getting to the 15-minute unlock for the H4 Blixen. The key to this is actually owning the original Modern Warfare 2019. Slide kills obtained by playing Modern Warfare 2019 are recognized by Warzone, and by extension, Vanguard, as moving through the challenge. This is likely due to Warzone being housed within the Modern Warfare client, meaning the two are basically connected at the hip. Which makes sense, right? Anybody who has dealt with Warzone tech issues has seen it spill over to Modern Warfare's multiplayer as well. So on this front, I'd recommend you punch up a 24/7 hardcore shipment or shoot house mode and go through the paces. And the best part, you don't need to complete the entire match. Just get your 3 slide kills, which you know will be registered when you receive the low blow description when taking on an enemy. I used both a Hipfire MP5 build and the Jack 12, but really you can use whatever you're comfortable with here. Once I unlocked the Blixen, I popped over back to Vanguard, hit those double weapon XP tokens, and got it leveled up in about 2 hours or so playing Shipment and Das House. So that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to talk about today. Let me know what you think of these kind of challenges in the comment section below, and let me know your experience unlocking the H4 Blixen and how it went overall. If you liked the video, please hit that like and subscribe button now, it really helps the channel grow. Thanks for checking out the channel, and with that, Robman out. Cheers.